What up, M N? I don't know what I'm saying. So today we're going to be working on the Campaigncrap stuff. So that was week 5 of Mapcrap. So my submission was called Rodmeister. I don't even remember if I have the MPQ still loaded. Probably not. What's up, Thal? Wow. This map still needs a lot of work. Oh boy. Graphically, at least. Missing quite a bit. So I don't know what you guys wanted to do with the order of the missions. What's going on, Connor? I remember the order of the missions was being altered, but I don't know what missions were being altered in that way. Turn that music down a little bit. If I remember correctly, there was some talk of Shambler making a map that was supposed to be taking place before some other mission, like a flashback or something, and then we decided instead of making it a flashback, it would just slot in properly and we would change the order of stuff. I don't really remember, though. And, naturally, I'm streaming at a time where Shambler is not around, it seems. I thought the Prophecy map being before the flashback map would make more sense. And Prophecy map is, yeah, so I just don't know. I think it was something to do with, like, the... Well, oh, you're talking about the flashback map that we already have, yeah. I'm pretty sure there's, like, an existing map somewhere that's like that anyways. Well, I kind of wanted to upgrade Satan's army anyways to make it make him a bit more interesting. I'm expecting a phone call, so I will turn my ringtone down. Because I'm sure it will be very loud. Yeah, my sleep schedule's been a little fucky, so... What a ramp. Didn't I make custom ramps for ice? Yeah, I think I did. I made a bunch of custom terrain, but it wasn't for this particular project. Whoa, stream. More like you, stream. My original vision for this particular map was that you would free one of your corrupted tribes of demons. but I didn't have enough time to make that happen, so I just placed a bunch of rescuable hunter-killers around. Yeah, there was something like that. Power generators or something that I was using for that purpose. Yeah, because this is supposed to be a pretty large-scale map, so... I'll probably have to rewrite all the AI from scratch, which is not really that big of a deal. Oh, jeez. I'm still waking up a little bit here. Don't mind me. I was thinking that we would have to figure out what we wanted to do with the demon race, and if we wanted to have any new units for the Nazis. Now, who do you play on in the... Oh, yeah, there's Soviets as well. There's like 3 or 4 different factions, because there's Soviets, there's Nazis, there's Angels, so that's a 5th one. Demons and... Trump supporters. Trump supporters, Soviets, Nazis, demons, angels, yeah. So I think that's everything. I think Trump supporters can probably just be like mercenary units or something. Though I don't know that they would ever side with Soviets. They're probably fine with siding with demons as well as the Nazis. Make some serious political messages in this campaign. Vargas is already a mercenary. Why did people start calling him Vargas instead of Vargas? Just call him Vargas. If he doesn't do voice acting for himself, then you can always get Necron or Hoop Thrower to do the voice acting. They all sound like each other. No, they're just Trump supporters. I mean, maybe Heltrix has a better idea for that. I don't think he's going to be available until next week to do anything. Ah, okay. Completely different person. I see. Well... should we get some ideas going for the demon tech tree? At the very least? Forecast is not a giant fucking hunter-killer with a civilian face on it, lol. I think that's pretty funny. Forecast is not voiced by N. What if he's voiced by N Thrower? You never know. Let's see here. Let me open up frameworks. Shit. Alright, did I already have a, yeah, I already did. So do we want them to train units from larvae like Zerg do, or do we want to just completely change it so that they behave more like a conventional, like Terran or Protoss, where they train out of factories directly? Like they get summoned out of pits or something? workers kill themselves to make the other units. Well, I have to make sure that whatever I make has to be compatible with the AI. Hopefully something like that is workable with the AI. So you've secured the services of Vargas. Not gonna lie, whenever I say Vargas, I feel like putting on a dress. So when Satan rebels, he like fully corrupts the demons or something, or he unleashes the demons as opposed to them being possessed. Is that what you're getting at, DF? Hey Necron, where's your Campaigncrap map? There are ends among us. I know. You gotta make one. You don't have to make it right now. Let me get my G Fuel going, then we'll really get some work done. I agree, Balethal. Well, we can use it as a starting point. DF. If you want to send me the goods. Buonasera, mi amigo. Necron showing his true colors again as an anime idiot. Wow. I guess that would explain why they're Protoss. Wow. Satanic rape child. Wowee. I see where you made this from. I see some leftover fraud strings. Dad cough. Fagnosaur. Bagel ass. I have my attack 3 run encoding. Well, if you want the hotkeys and stuff written out in a better way, I can just see if you already have that here. Oh, you do? Well, that's because you used it from Temple of Todd. Upload attack? Yeah, let me upload nothing, because it's not done yet. Idiot. It takes so long to encode this piece of shit. Oh, in keeping with your DF, you messaged me about, or I asked you if there were like any other obvious flaws for shit in Brood War graphics, and there's another one that I forgot to mention that I already know of, which is there's like a dot on the wireframe of the nuke silo, so I'll add that to the list. The dot in the armory sprite was pretty insane. I think UDAI Commander is having a bit of a spin there. Maybe he's not feeling too well. Might need to go watch some Priority Survive. Alright, so I'm mostly concerned with... you can send me those TripAdvisor sounds, Jeff, if you have them zipped up or something. Jackal Racer, dude. I don't know what that is. So I'm mostly concerned with figuring out what I want to do with the maps themselves individually, and like the core modding that's surrounding them. So, here, let me minimize that so it's not in my alt tab. Minimize that as well. Yeah, well, it'll probably just be like defense ratios and attack compositions based on what the new units are. Maybe some idle orders. I don't mind doing enough work to completely change the way that the game is played with this stuff. Like, I think it's fine to have completely custom tech trees. I guess why don't we start looking at assets then, while we figure this shit out. One thing that I was thinking of is that the creep spread rate should be really, really high. And hopefully Mesk allows us to use the, yeah, it looks like he's allowing me to use that. Oh, I don't even have Armageddon anymore. Looks like I lost it. I think it's on GameProc, so I'll just go grab it there. All right, see you later, UAD, CD, CD, D, 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 wee, 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 woo, wee, woo, woo, wah, wah, wee, woo, wah, wee, woo, wah, ba, 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 da, 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 ba, 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 da, 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 kissy, kissy, do, 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 you, Commander. Good talking with you. Too bad he didn't stick around to see my kissy noises. Let's crack this bad boy open. Placed pallet files, of course. That would be great. I've never fucked with the creep before, so I don't even know what to look for. There is a creep, something or other, right? A creep GRP somewhere? Re-Rainer. Where the fuck are the creep files? Oh, maybe that's a neutral? No. Fuck. It's not in neutral, it's not in thingy, it's not in Zerg. See if I can find it in the regular MPQ. DLGS, never saw that one before. Well, there are creep tiles in the tile sets, but the creep edges are elsewhere. Oh, maybe I can find it in PyDad, actually. Distracted by a discussion of remaking Armageddon Onslaught. Fucking goobers. Okay, I guess not. Fuck. Is Voyager on? Who else would know about that stuff? Farty would, but he's AFK. Well, whatever. We'll just work on that later on, because I'm... not really in a position here to... make shit happen. Okay, so let's find some assets that we can actually look at in the here and now and fuck around with. So, for the demons. So I have an anime faction that I've actually been harvesting resources for, Gatherus. And let's take a look. The problem is, I don't want to reuse those assets here. But I could see myself kit bashing a lot of the assets, if necessary, although it would take some time. Or maybe there's some assets we can grab from another another thing that we haven't already taken. I'm not sure. Misspelled fucking buildings. It's pretty funny. sec. Tony! I have been granted pizza. You know what I'm saying? This woman is very, spooked. Very unhappy. This is a Halloween album or something. Crow. Watch out, dude. There's an Intellion sucking base. So what if we buck the trend of demons being boring? What? What? That was one asset? Oh, never mind. The rest of it just didn't load. I was confused. What the fuck is this? Anyways, like I was saying, what if we buck the trend of the demons being crazy, goofy shit, like all organic stuff, and made them like technologically advanced instead, as an option, not necessarily something we have to do. Or maybe I can look to re-texture some of this stuff. What the fuck? Reasonable.
Bing, bing, bing. We're dying. We're dying. We need money. Bing, bing, bing.
Now, I hate to tell you, but you've thrown our budget a little out of whack.
Bing, bing, bing.
We
Why
need
is
to
it
build
bing,
a
bing?
wall, and it has to be built quickly.
Bing, 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 by the way.
Bing, bing, bing.
Obviously, I'm going to disavow.
Amazing.
Bing, bing, bing.
He's a low energy individual. We do not need in this country low energy. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, I know. It's just insane.
Bing, bing, bing.
Our country is in serious trouble.
Amazing.
Bing, bing, bing.
I don't want our country to be taken away from us, and that's what's happening. I love the highly educated. Being like a rocket ship, except in the wrong direction. The wall just got 10 feet taller.
Wow.
You know what uranium is, right? It's a thing called nuclear weapons and other things. Like lots of things are done with uranium, including some bad things.
Wow. Some bad things, by the way.
Bing, bing, bing.
I totally disavow.
Bing, bing, bing.
What the hell kind of stuff is this?
Bing, bing, bing.
I just sold an apartment for $15 million. A woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
Hold on, I gotta mute my music. Listen to that one again.
A woman that looks like that has to have her own special scent.
I said, be at my wedding, and she came to my wedding.
So probably I'll sue her because it would be fun.
Because you know what?
She was grabbing me.
You ever see her? I mean, this woman, she's a basket case. How are you?
Hi.
Goofus.
Too much talk, not enough action.
Yes, ma'am.
Blast the hell out of it. I wouldn't go to France.
Destroyed.
I run, I win.
His last yes line should be fire and fury. Where he goes, there will be fire and fury. The likes of which the world has never seen, or something like that. I can try to make an animated Trump portrait. I just gotta find some sort of video where he stands still for most of it. And occasionally talks without moving too much. I still can't believe Bing Bing Bing. It's crazy. Trump news. I don't know. This looks promising. Okay. I might be able to use this. Well, maybe not. They're panning around with their dynamic camera angles. Oh, this video is perfect. I think this will work. Something for Firefox, fucking destroyed. urgent.mp4. I don't know how I'm gonna edit this since I still need Vegas to be open for the encode. I guess I can open another Vegas instance. I'm sure that'll destroy my fucking computer. Bing, bing, bing.
Bing, bing, bing.
I guess the only problem is that there's gonna be some hard cuts, but I think it'll be fine. Let's see when they finish zooming out. About here. Look at this man. I can see that being an idle animation. How do I loop this? I forgot how to loop in Vegas. No, there's gonna be a hard jump at the end of every animation, I think, which is... it's probably fine, I guess. Okay, so we need to... right on his fucking noggin. Alright, this is idle animation numero uno. Whoever thought I would be making a video, making a portrait out of Trump? Probably on a watch list now. What an obscure way to mock the president in any way, too. Or, like, have him... like, oh, yeah, he's in my campaign. He's in my Brood War campaign. That's so insane. That last track I just listened to was pretty ballin'. Not gonna lie. Oh, boy. What a fucking prank. There's that. Sorry, I'm fucking with my Chrome here. Yeah, exactly. Wonderful. Let's find some other animations so I can close this instance of Chrome. Is that as close as we were? I feel like that's zoomed out further. Yeah, it is. Might be too close. No, that's exactly it. Wonderful. I gotta disable resample. What a grainy piece of shit, though. You guys can't see it because it's on my second monitor. I guess I'll show you guys what I was doing. It's very orange. So that's his first animation. I gotta take out every third frame. I believe it was. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of frames to this. 63 is the last one. Oh no, I think it was, I have to only leave every third frame. That's right. That makes a bit more sense, I guess. Anybody have any idea if there's a custom Windows Explorer I can get my hands on? Because this is really destroying my eyes, to be honest with you. Completely unreadable. So even after all that, there's still 81 frames to that animation. Holy shit. I think I need to be a bit more aggressive, actually. Let's try this. Oops. Bye, Trump. Alright. Yeah, I think that's more like SE's frame rate. Okay. Well, I guess we can try out the palette and see what comes of it. He looks like a guy you'd see in StarCraft. Jesus Christ. This is all for comedy. Please do not arrest me. So the first thing is I have to set it to some shit. Let's see. I had an action here for Jay Barrino's portrait, but I don't remember where I put it. It's just nowhere. Oh, here it is, J-Port. What do we think? I might have to change the selection there, but... I don't know, maybe we have to re-render it with more of a zoomed out focus. Let's see what it looks like when we batch the whole thing that way. I have a feeling I have a feeling this isn't going to work out very well. Maybe it'll be fine. I don't know. Check me out on Instagram, dude. Check out my Trump portrait. That's beautiful. Unfortunately, there's going to be so many hard cuts in the middle of the animations. I guess I could make one really long talk animation and one really long idle animation. And that way there wouldn't be as many harsh cuts. Just a cut when it loops and a cut when it jumps to the talking one. But, I don't know. That would be pretty repetitive, I think. So I don't think I'll do that. Alright, so I still have to apply the color on it. So why don't we do this? Oh. Excuse me. That's definitely not the right color table. Is it? Oh, dear lord! It's the thing I didn't sew. Guys, I don't think it's looking very good. I don't think Trump is accepting of the palette. This is like Satan Trump or something. Give you one frame and you'll figure out something, you think? Yeah. I'll just send you this one, I guess. What a fucking disaster. Why doesn't it just save it as a fucking BMP? I don't get it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. That's what I used in my other portraits. So. Game Basic just fucking destroys it. I want to see how fucked up he gets. Really, I want to see it in motion, but I think that's a lot of fucking work for some of this shit. Honest with you. How do I go to the next thing? Reasonable. What is this? 34? Whatever that image is should be the correct size. Oh no, maybe it's just I just cropped it and I didn't apply the size to it. 1 second, I'll tell you. Um, 56 by 56, it looks like. Let me find an existing portrait frame that I can prove that with. Oh, here's Alarak's portrait. That's great. I don't know why that's in my consummate folder. I must have had some serious epic plans for some Easter egg. Yeah, I can find it in here somewhere. Uh, 60 by 56. So my folder actions are not correct, it would appear. Alright, well, I fixed the armory dot. So that's something. Take a look at that man. I think that's my new wallpaper. How do I do that? Look upon me and despair. Holy shit, do I have some fucking windows open. Jesus Christ. There he is. Check him out. This should be the loading screen or whatever, the launch screen when you start Broodlore. That's a good idea. If we can't find some... Oh, it's glue. It's actually you. Jesus Christ. Why PyMPQ? Why? Cool. Trump, by the way. What TBL file is it asking you for? And what steps are you taking to get that to ask you for that? You just start it and it asks for a TBL file. Could you post a screenshot of what it's asking you for specifically in Discord? I'll see if I can help you when I get back. I gotta use the restroom. Maybe a minute or two. Okay. Back. Let's see what I can do to help Mr. Balefall. Yeah, so it's looking for stat.txt. It says it right there in the top. It doesn't recognize Zealot as a valid unit. I don't know, I've never seen that problem before. It's asking you that on startup, huh? Let's take a look. So, even when you don't even have any scripts loaded, it asks you that. So you just launch the program. It asks you for that. You point it to a different one, it doesn't, but it doesn't recognize Zealot as a unit. Do you have your external definition file from the pinned section of Newbor? Is that working for you? Well, why would I not recognize the letters? Yeah, I'm not really sure why. It doesn't sound right. So if you start PyAI, hit Control T for Tony, and it should open up this window. It might be smaller for you when you start. And then if you hit Control D or click that blue button, your path should be libs mpq res stat.txt.tbl at the top. Re-download your AI script file, or re-download rather PyMS. When you copy your stuff over to your folder, like mine is in here. So what I would do here is just I would copy everything over except for the unitdef.txt and the settings. So I'll download it to show you what it looks like for me when I do this. If I ever need to update, for example, I'd say I select everything here except for settings and unit def, and I drag it over. And it usually goes a lot faster than this, but I'm encoding stuff and streaming at the same time, so it's just destroying my PC. Oh yeah, and I gotta close. TVO. So that's what I would do to start with. Uh-oh. I don't know, that seems unique. Clean up my desktop here a little bit. Amazing. Well, congratulations. You've exposed Poicourt. As if we needed to expose him at all anymore. Yeah, it doesn't happen to me, I don't think. So. I don't know about that one. What were some of these other missions like anyway? Ah, yes, this incredible map. I mean, that sounds like an issue with your external unit def or something. Can you screenshot the Zealot error? What a fucking mineral formation. There's even a function in SEM draft to randomize your minerals. You're so easy. See if YouTube added a setting that lets me allow people to post links. Oh, I have to set somebody to approve. That's very silly. I can't even do it from here either. I have to go find a comment that you left on my video, and that's how I can approve you. Then you can post links. Solid fucking work, YouTube. I like that. Jesus fucking Christ. Ay, okay, so that's unit TXT issue, unit def TXT issue, beta Thal. So that's a pretty easy fix actually. So when you go open up High AI, I'll just open the default scripts. There's an icon that is a white note with X equals Y on it. You can access this by hitting Control X. Delete anything that's already there, and then add file and select your unit def TXT that you downloaded from Mega, which was also pinned. So even if it's already there, just delete it and re-add it. Because there might be some weird shit where it's thinking something else is there. That would be my first recommendation. And if you've done it correctly, once you launch your... open up any script, it should say extdef, def, and then followed by the file path to your shit. DF, I wonder if there are any colors that are unused in the game basic palette. I think that's used by all unit graphics, all portrait graphics, and I believe the main title screen or something. AI Zerg here. Let me know if that works, Thal, or if you're getting kissed. Cool. Yeah, I figured we're not lucky enough to be in a position where we can ignore some colors or something. What the fuck was that? I think a truck just rolled through my neighborhood and smashed into a house. Oh, one sec. Mwah! Swastika, by the way. I appreciate you looking into that portrait stuff, Dia. Let's see. So what did you change with your map besides your AI? You said it was mostly AI, right? I think if it's meant to be like a map later than this one, it should probably be a larger scale, no? Or maybe the gimmick that you've got of finding prophecy huts or whatever should be more involved. Ah, you've remade it from scratch, okay. This looks promising. Oh, we gotta do some more Battle Cry at some point, I forgot. I basically completely forgot about that game in the past couple of days. Been so busy doing other things. This Antioch run, I think, is probably one of the funniest things that I've ever produced. So, hopefully people will enjoy it. It's a pretty good bit. I think everybody will. There's something for everybody in there. Hours left on that encode. Ah, Temple of Todd. It has not yet collapsed. Yeah, Genshevik, for whatever reason, I feel like the ice tile set's pretty nice. And I think it just looks good. Like, it's, for whatever, there is like an appeal to having battle in an icy environment for some reason, the snowy environment in RTS games, even in like fantasy ones. Oh, I'm getting arrested. But yeah, I agree with you. There's some sort of appeal there. So I have a lot of work to do with this tile set and the assets within it. Barely has any doodads. I think custom assets are like the biggest struggle with Brood War content. You get into a position where you really don't have that many assets to do visual storytelling. You start having to struggle quite a bit. To try to tell a story of any kind. No, I mean, the problem with Warcraft 3 is that everything looks like garbage. So you're never gonna really blow anybody's mind with custom assets in that game. It looks so dated. It looked dated when it came out. I don't think RTS works in the 3D space. Like, it's probably just fucked if it's 3D. 2D or bust. What am I listening to, by the way? I mean, they have custom trees in the jungle tile set that look pretty nice, I guess. Custom trees, you know what I mean. Jungle-specific trees. But I think you're right in that the vast majority of the assets are not spectacular. No, I don't think I've ever played a good 3D RTS. It fucks with readability so much, you can't really see what's happening. StarCraft 2 and Warcraft 3 are particularly bad for readability. Partially it's because of the poor asset quality, but I think a huge part of it is also the fact that the graphics are represented as 3D, but they're 2D games. Like, they don't have any Z. So it's like a weird abstraction for. Feels very out of place. Yeah, I guess their particles are pretty annoying. I think you'd be surprised how much improved the game's readability would be if it were 2D, without really modifying many of the assets. Yeah. None of the assets are ever made to actually be zoomed in on, though, so... I mean, look at literally any cutscene made in StarCraft 2 or Warcraft 3. You're, like, so close to these assets that are not meant to be analyzed and picked apart in close zoom spaces. Yeah, I mean, the bottom, like, what you're trying to go after is immersion, and if you're trying to get immersed in something, then not being able to... I don't even know how to describe it. It's like... I don't know, I think if you watch the Antioch run when that's out, you'll see, because, like, that's a campaign that really does try to be quote-unquote immersive. It just fails miserably. Because its choreography is all fucked. The screen shakes violently. Because how else can you tell the player that something cataclysmic is occurring? Gotta shake that screen. It's the only way. It's just silly. Like, I want RTS games to look good and all that. I wouldn't shit on something, right? I wouldn't be verbally abusing or whatever people want to say that I do. I wouldn't be critiquing stuff that if I didn't respect the medium and want the medium to succeed. It's just, unfortunately, most developers are not very successful with what they set out to do. Or maybe they are. Maybe they set out to just make some money. Blizzard has that under their belt. I don't think it gains anything from being 3D. You have to work a lot harder to make anything readable. What's going on, Necron Thrower? You didn't believe what to be still going? Me placing doodads and stuff? It's pretty spooky, I guess. Yeah, it seems to be the case. Oh yeah, well, I haven't actually touched this map since August or whatever we actually made it, so. We were thinking about that. Balefall said that he thought that the prophecy map should probably take place before the flashback map, so that it's like the prophecy that Zeratul discovers is like feeding into that flashback. So instead of it being the 4th and the 5th maps, they would swap places, which I agree with. I think that's pretty good. I don't know what you feel about it.
Well, the problem with the computer power excuse is that most developers don't optimize their games because they don't actually have to make it playable. And a massive issue right now is that all these games are horribly optimized, which always comes back to bite them in the ass somewhere down the line. And the reason they're poorly optimized is because developers figure, well, there's plenty of CPU cycles we can waste. It's like modern hardware is advancing and developer standards for optimization are regressing. So we're not actually getting anywhere, is the bottom line. I'm not sure how we're going to handle the multitude. We already have 5 tech trees right now. So I'm not sure how we're going to add in all of those units, let alone additional ones. I'm not against it in theory, it's just I'm not sure about the technical practicality of it all. Yeah, well, on top of the fact that their AI just chews everything up. I was playing a bunch of test Melee games in StarCraft 2 to test my stream setup for streaming, what's it called? For streaming TAC 3, Anti-Hack Chronicles 3 to Mask. And when I was attacking an AI, my frames dropped to like 20 FPS because the AI was constantly ordering its probes back and forth behind the mineral line for no reason. It's just insanity. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. Like, I think there's a big veneer of people who there's like this massive veneer of you know, the average consumer who doesn't really interact with these companies that make these games beyond playing their games. And they think that, you know, if there's a problem with the engine, it's not because of developer incompetence or laziness or mismanaged budgets and time. It's it must not be because of that. It must be because it was unavoidable. Because like it's just an abstraction. Like they don't really think about it. I don't think they don't really consider the idea that the development studios are actually made up of human beings who are making all of this stuff. And somewhere down the line, there are decisions made to not fix problems that they can, that are just patently observable, like right there in front of you, in plain sight. Like the AI just breaking your computer, like literally just fucking blue screens you if you leave it running long enough, or the game crashes. Something runs out of memory, either your PC or your game, and it's like, it should never come to that. It should never get to that point. Like a human being, at least one human being is responsible for that. Likely several. So, it's just very silly. Ka. Yeah. Well, I mean, I understand that there's got to be some time management, and there's, you know, publishers are always going to give you deadlines. I don't agree with it, but I understand it's a reality. It's just that that doesn't mean that I'm not going to point out issues that probably would have been solved if you had an extra month or 2 months or a year or whatever of development. You know, some shit's fundamental and requires a lot of time to fix because you're starting out from an incorrect position to begin with and you don't realize it. Like, you know, the development ethics of Prey, for example. Hey, DF, if you're still watching, is it possible to fix this fucking mess where there's a different gradient on the water tiles for the cliff stuff than there is for everything else? The same thing happens in lava, and it's very obvious there, and it's just really disturbing that Blizzard never fixed stuff like that. I don't know if I don't think it happens with tar. I can't remember if I don't think it happens with water on Badlands and Jungle. I'm pretty sure it happens in Twilight. Thanks. No, it doesn't seem to happen in Twilight. Or maybe it is, it's just really hard to see. Yeah, but like, I'll have to edit the tiles directly. Obviously, it's just like look at this. This middle square is lighter. It's so nasty. It'd probably be easier to edit the main tiles as opposed to the these centerpiece magma tiles as opposed to the cliff ones. So that should be easy enough, I guess. It's just really annoying. It's so silly. Oh, that's stupid. Yeah, it doesn't happen there. It's very sickening, I think. Show us the Rose crystal. So here we have the Kadarin crystal, the Callus crystal. Compare that to the Uraj crystal. See a difference? I wonder what's going on there. Ward. Yeah. Yeah, they fucked it up. DF made a fixed version of it. What a silly experience. Oh, I should try streaming from my new phone. Take a walk. You guys can tell me what it looks like compared to the other one. I do have to take a walk. I gotta get the fuck out of here. For gamers, by gamers. Here, I'll take my I won't use my headphones for this. Bailiff, it sounds like you... well, for one, you have to add them, obviously. But for another, you have to make sure that you're not define maxing like 255 or something. Okay. If you define max 255, it tells the AI it can't own any. So I was thinking that could be the problem, even though it's kind of a rare thing for people to do. Is there anything in particular you're confused on at the moment? I can try and clear up some things. Do like an impromptu sort of guide or something. I don't know. I don't think it can be 0. Well, it can be 0 to 255, I think, because it's a 256 thing. But I think 0 is 1. I don't know. Well, it's not useful at all in default, because obviously if it's defined max 255 but you get a request for it, it'll just hang the script. But with A's, I guess it could be useful if you wanted to stop the AI from using a specific unit, because that doesn't hang the AI anymore. It is still very silly, but I've seen it used in Blizzard scripts before. I can't remember which ones. Some Brood War stuff that disables Devourers for a certain time. It doesn't really make any sense, though. The only reason I would think that you would be, like, it would be laziness, because maybe you don't want to include, I don't know. Like, maybe you don't want to rewrite your defense script or something. Yeah, but you just don't train them or create requests for them. That's very silly. Maybe that was like a note to the other people working on that script or other people working on that mission to not include them. But it seems silly anyways. They should have just allowed comments to work in the AI script if they wanted to do something like that. Bailithal, if you want to post the script, I can take a look at it now that I'm at my PC. I mean, I added a bunch of comments to the Hydra T10 scripts that explain, like, certain things, which were both useful for me and hopefully useful for other people who are trying to reverse engineer shit. But you can't see them when you open up the script in PyAI. You have to look at the raw text file that I include. So, it's very silly. You should be able to post links in the chat here. If you want to put it on Pastebin or something. Axe Force 1000 is so crazy. Does it start out with 0 probes? For whatever it starts out the map out with pre-placed, you don't need weight build. Weight build only runs once. Things will still be built in the order that you made them, as well as in the priority, but weight builds are just wastes of script space. They don't cause any issues, but there's a limit of AI script.bin and BW script.bin can only be 64 kilobytes each. So you want to make sure you're judicious, at least in larger projects. It doesn't really matter in small stuff. But weight build for stuff that they don't start out with is fine. Actually useful. Let's see, multi-run Alice upgrade, go to Alice attack. Okay. Attack, add 4 zealot. Does it start out with like a gateway and stuff? You said it starts out with pre-placed units, so I assume it works fine there. Is its race set to Protoss? Well, for one, you want to make sure there's a wait 1 before start town and a wait 1 after start town. Well, attack do would still. So attack prepare tells it to start building whatever it's been attack added. So it would still try to build some things. In theory. I mean, it has money, presumably. The only things that would stop it from building are if its race was fucked up, its defined max values were fucked up. It doesn't have money, it doesn't have supply. Its buildings aren't powered. Something in its unit settings is disabled. Okay, well, you're saying it attacks as well, right? So obviously it does attack, so yeah, I was gonna say, because maybe this build block isn't firing, but it goes to the LS attack script, so it doesn't really make any sense to me. I mean, you can do... I guess what you could do is try to train stuff. Let's see. Build one next to... Maybe it's... does it have area towns running anywhere? What is is the location just over its start location? It might actually not have money. That would definitely be a problem. It has a lot of requests, so it's probably trying to solve a lot of them. You don't have the AI control thing in here, so it will wait until it has enough money for one request at a time. Locations on top of its nexus. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Blizzard ran a script over like a pylon or something, so I don't even know whether or not that's necessary. I know it considers its start location, the region that its start location is in, for defense and stuff, so you don't want to place it willy-nilly, but... And star locations are also considered resource areas. Does it mine with the starting probes that it has? Destroyed. Oh, I got nothing. Make sure you add weight 1 before and after the start town. That's really the main thing. Well, I got some decoration done on my map, but in this 3 hours we've been together, we didn't really do too much, I don't think. We figured out some stuff about Trump. We figured out some stuff about the Satan faction. Why don't we do a little bit of work on the tech trees? YouTube has decided that you talk too much. Huh? Destroyed. Alright, so the various factions we have the Trump faction, the Nazi faction, cultist faction, which is the infested Nazis or whatever, the demonified Nazis, the Japanese faction, the Soviet faction, the demon, or Satanist faction, I guess? Or Satanic faction? And then the Angelic faction.
Oh boy.
So, right now, the Trump, Nazis, Japanese, and Soviet factions are all based around Terrans. And cultists are weird combos of Terran and Zerg. Satanic factions based on Zerg, and Angelic factions based on Protoss. So we got to figure out what sets them all apart. I imagine the reason why Trump's stuff is like mercenary based is because he's got so much money, so he hires mercenaries, private military. Angels of Todd. How many factions do I have to make these, please? Well, I guess Soviets and Japanese are only for one mission. One mission each. Unless we wanted to include them at the end. So it seems like the main factions will generally... Well, Trump stuff also really only shows up for one mission, although I guess... he's played as in 3 maps, I think. The first one, the Prophecy map, and Balefel's map. Satan's Asshole, or whatever it's called. So the Japanese and Soviets would probably be like sub-factions. They're kind of meant to be like main threats in those maps, though. Maybe they have some new units, and the rest of the military that you're familiar with already at that point would come from the Trump stuff, because they were like mercenaries of Trump. Because I'm pretty sure you're playing as the Angels when you fight Japanese, and you're playing as... I don't think you're playing as Trump when you're fighting as fighting against the Soviets. Good job. Destroyed SEMJ. Surprised it didn't just crash for you. You probably just typed 256 at some point in the player window, like. Yeah. Or you typed a bigger number and it auto-completed. It was pulling a Deltron, dude. It's pretty amazing. So DF, you said that the colors of the Nazi Party were brown and black or something, or was it just brown? I think I chose black because... Well, I guess one of them should probably be white, shouldn't they? Not just because of white supremacy, but also because of stormtroopers. I guess I probably chose black here because it doesn't make any sense to have white on the snow tile set. But I really like Satan's color. I feel like that looks really good. Oh, right. I think we opted to not use red because of the Soviets. And I think the Japanese are probably red too, aren't they? Why are they Angels of Todd now? I thought they were just angels. They've always been Angels of Time? The player's purple. What an amazing, amazing bridge. Why? Help? What the fuck is that? Ahnenerbe. The fuck is an Ahnenerbe? A think tank. It's a Nazi think tank. An appendage of the Schutzstaffel. Established by Heinrich Himmler, the Reichsführer of the SS. Yeah, there's some serious... This is intense. Holy shit. He actually added a terrain block. So much fucking grass on this map too, Jesus Christ. So Japanese should be blue, khaki, or green. And DF already suggested green, so guess that's that. Look upon me in despair. So what colors were Trump's army? I think he was blue or something? Well, yeah, of course orange. But I guess blue as well? Yeah. They're orange in DF's map, which makes more sense, I think. What a map. Yeah. I guess we'll just call it orange. What would you call that? Just Trump orange? Send it over in Campaigncrap or whatever, or DM me or it, and I'll hook it up. I know we have a pumpkin color. Could be useful. Would probably blend in with whatever you have, though. I guess the Angels could also be cyan, if we wanted them to be. The only race it looks any good on is probably Protoss. But even I don't even think that looks that good on them either. You have Alice-ish blue for Angels? Oh. Well. Bye. Something that would make them more usable on the ice tile set would be nice, since they appear in an ice tile set for their first appearance. I guess they kind of show up pretty late into the production for being such an influential faction. Well, they're in Satan's map, or in Balathal's Satan's Butthole map as well. Sounds like you, actually. Alright, well, I made a bit of progress on my map. Not as much as I guess I would have liked, but I know a lot more about the factions now, and we have some player colors. We got some progress done on Trump's portrait. We got some Trump lines from DF. We got some ideas from everybody else. Thal worked on his map. So I guess we'll do this again in a couple of, maybe a couple days after Mapcrap 7, which is the 27th. As a general reminder, that is like 12 noon Eastern. So about 9.5 hours ago, in a week. Yeah, if you want to send the colors you made into Mapcrap, you just zip them up and send them over. I can take a look at them. Let me take a look. I wish there was a way to disable pixel aspect ratio correction every single time. Yours is a little bit darker, it looks like, so it's definitely different. I can check my T minimap, see if anything there is out of the ordinary. Yeah, I only ever used it in SCR so far, so I haven't actually seen what it looks like in 1.16. So I would assume I have the P color list somewhere. Alice Blue is 18. Yeah, it looks like I also use the second color for the mini-map. So we had the same idea there, I think. You just send me them all. If you want to separate them into individual 8-pixel slices, that would be more useful, since I save them independently of each other. But I can just do that when I get them if you don't want to do that. Yeah, we might have to just make a copy of the thing. We might have to make a copy of it, and it'll and use a different, darker color from the minimap preview. Wow, there's only an hour left to go on my encode for the second part of the 3-part encode I have to do for this fucking video. Well, this is going to be the end of the stream here. I gotta go record some more Antioch with Mesk. Before that, I gotta do some fucking workouts or something so I don't die, because I'm sure I'm gonna be sitting down for about 10 hours. So, thanks to everybody who tuned in and hung out. I'll be seeing you guys later on, probably in sometime tomorrow or Monday, to do some modding streams and some Warlords Battlecry 2 and whatever else I feel like doing. And remember, Mapcraft 7 is in a week, so stay tuned for that, and I'll see you guys around. Thanks for hanging, thanks for working. Exactly. Anti-cock. Anti-frog.